What's going on, guys, and welcome to a brand new video. Lots of exciting stuff happening on the Skylines today, both the GTR and the R33. The GTR received an early birthday present for me from my wife, and it's cool. I haven't done anything to the car that's really been aesthetic for a couple years. I mean, the last was the plasti dip, and then everything else has just been like engine mods, and which is also fantastic, but this is something cool. I'll take you there now. The Skyline, we're doing a whole bunch of stuff. We're busy panel beating, using open flame, heating things out. It's cool. Lots of metal work. I'm learning at the same time, so that's pretty awesome. Let's go take a look at the Skyline. Before we go any further, this is the secret that every Skyline owner needs to know. Oh, so lame. I actually only found this out recently. Let me show you how. Okay, so I've owned that for 2013. What's that now? So 8 years now. I've owned it for 8 years. It's the longest I've ever owned a car for. And I had no idea it could do that until yesterday. And then I made a TikTok video about that. And the video's gone viral. It's hit like 70-something thousand views. So anyway, how did I figure it out? Well, I was busy working on this car here, and when I took the bumper off the other day, it caught on here and this pulled up. I was like, hey, that's pretty cool. So I was like, okay, let me go try it on the R32, and it didn't work. I was like, what? Maybe it's a 33 thing. Anyway, oh, look at that. Found some more rocks. Damn car's found in the desert. Let me bend that back. So anyway, how did I figure it out on the 32? Because I've tried everything. And you can see it right here. There. So this was affixed like that. It was a little bit of a bitch to get it out because I've double-sided taped my number plate on here. And it's like super strong. It hasn't come off in 8 years. Here's the original color of the car, by the way. It's silver. It's still plasti dip. One bolt, 10mm. And came right out. I mean, I wouldn't recommend driving around like this at all. One, it's illegal. I'd never do that. Two, it just looks weird. Before I show you the super awesome mod, I'm down to names over here. So this is the first time I've hit the C panel. Roof is done. Dusty. Door is done. Fender's done. I mean, nothing else has changed. Fender, bumper, bonnet. All of that done. Other side of the car all the way to the C pillar, I think. So I'm like officially halfway on names. Anyway, can you guys see the mod already? How awesome is that neochrome flip up steering wheel hub thing? This is a Worksbell. Actually identical to the NRG ones. There are a couple of reviews on the internet where guys from the States were taking the NRG and this one, and they're running them side by side, and they were identical. Everything was identical. Matches with my Razo gear, and I think it's pretty cool. This is what it does. How's that? Epic, eh? It's not straight because I parked this way, and the steering's locked. I don't have the key. But it'll probably be, I'm hoping, it'll be straight when I put the key in. So this quick release flip up was picked up from Fury Accessories, or Fury Autosport there in Cape Town. Fantastic service. But what is the point of a flip up thing? It's kind of like what the race car guys do. I mean, to get in and out, like if it's quite tight, they flip it up, they got more space to get it. This would have been ideal for the RX-7, seeming as it's very tight to get in and out of the RX-7, but they didn't have the right hub for an FD. I'm going to take you back a couple nights ago. We were working on the R33, we as an I, and then we'll be back in a sec. Got a list over here that I'm busy working through. I'm going to take these fenders off because I want to pull this wiring through, and then at some stage tonight, maybe another night, we're going to go underneath the car, clean up all the crap, we're going to rust proof it, and then move on. And I want to start straightening some of these things. So I've got a heat torch gun thing, you'll see just now. Heat this up, start bending things back into the right place. What's close as possible. See what I mean? I think this would have been almost impossible to sort out whilst it was on the car. Found myself a nice little seat here on top of the sway bar. You all know what I'm doing here. Rust treatment, brew rust. Love this shit. Rust converter. I know you're probably thinking, okay, well he's chopping and changing. He just took the damn wheel off. Why the hell is he here? I took the wheel off because the tire's screwed. I'm not working on the brakes yet. I took it off because I need a new 15-inch tire just so it's easy to roll the car in and out, because I pump it up, it lasts a day. I'm just going to pick up one of these like pre-owned, reused ones. They're like $100. End of story. And we're back. There's been some substantial changes. Very cool stuff. How's this? Radiator support is pretty much straight. I've been bashing and banging. What you saw in that video was like not even the tip of the iceberg when it came to the pedal beating stuff. I didn't want to make a lot of noise with the hammers and beating, and I also didn't have my flame, which I do have today and a few days ago when I was actually doing work. So I'm just using one of these, pretty simple. Open it like that, and then so this section over here, I'll end up beating it. This was like badly graunched. It was all twisted back up. Radiator support, that was quite funny. My parents came here for an outdoor visit. We stayed in the house, they stayed outdoors. We were all masked up, and we were just talking through the sliding door. And my old man gets bored very quickly, especially since, like, yeah, you know, the kids are screaming on the inside. He can't hear them. My mom's talking to them, so he got bored. So I gave him hammers, I gave him the torch, and I gave him the radiator support, and he just sat outside banging away. So he managed to straighten this up. It was a little bit flared here still, which I sorted out, and then it wasn't correct with the angle because he didn't have a lot of time in the garage. He was actually working outside. He didn't have a lot of time in the garage to actually fit it. So what I did is I ended up cutting it here because it was badly bent here, and cut it up, fixed the angles, fixed the bend. That's just to hold it in place. So this is kind of right now, this needs to be welded on, and my bends are pretty much right. This needs to be slightly straightened, bent out. This is too much bent that way. It needs to be knocked in a little bit. Radiator support does need a little bit of persuasion here and there. It's not 100% straight this side. It's very good on that side. This belongs to the R33 GTR, but I've got a new one in there. Just using this as a kind of mock for it. And then I need to fix this at the bottom, and then this, and then I'm done. You know, once you start throwing some fiberglass paste on it, which I have over here, and this little, no, this is body filler. Okay, so my old man had like a kg of each one, and then this is called Fibro Gel. It stinks. So it's very, very strong, this Fibro Gel. the last thing I want to show you guys is all these little holes. I'm not going to be doing a shave. I don't know if I mentioned in the last video, it's been like a week. I'm going to do like a half shave. So I'm going to get rid of the seam sealer. It seems pretty easy to do. And then I'm going to get rid of a bunch of holes. I'm not going to smooth this out. I'm not going to plate this. I mean, yeah, stuff like that will come out, and these bolts and that. So it's going to look better, but it's not going to be smoothed out like some of the cool YouTubers out there. And anyway, I need to just figure out what holes I need, which is going to be quite easy because the 32 GTR is very similar, and then I've also got pictures all over the internet. Everybody's got pictures all over the internet of engine bays or what other guys do. So since I don't have a welder, and since this is just race car, not anything other than a race car, I've got this, can you see that okay on the camera? It's aluminium mesh. Okay, so this is going to go on the underside, and I'm going to put in some fiberglass putty, so it's really, really strong fiberglass putty, and then on the top I'm going to use the Bondo. Smooth it out, shave it. Obviously underneath I'll make it look neat too. But yeah, that is the plan. Usually guys, what they do is they'll plate and they'll weld. But some people do what I do too, so I don't know. I don't have a welder yet, I don't know how to weld. It's going to take some time. I want to get this thing going. I want to start sorting this out, the RB20 DET, getting it in here. Bonnet, I don't know. Some guy was selling a bonnet on Facebook Marketplace. I'm thinking about picking it up because this one's pretty screwed. I don't think I'm going to have much luck bending it back into shape. My fenders are okay, they're workable. And then I had somebody that wanted to sponsor bumper, bonnet, fenders, but that's gone dead in the water. Side mirror, I've got another one on the way, and we just need to start putting interior back together. I want to redo the dash. Quite a lot of work to be done still, but anyway, I'm glad that you guys are here. Underneath of the car, I'm going to be pushing it out in the next day or two, and then we'll be filming again, spraying underneath the car and then cleaning up. I dropped the car back on the ground. It's a long story. I was going to do a complaint video, but I'll just wait on that. I was supposed to have the glass installed yesterday. I'm going to see what the outcome is, and then we'll chat about it if there is an issue. All that being said, thank you so much for the support in the video. Appreciate it. And for all the new subscribers, probably should have started this. My name is Nelson. I run this JDM channel. I have five JDM cars that are mostly in pieces, or at least this one's in pieces. The MR2 and the black RX-7 are like hundreds. Silver one needs sort of the fueling. GTR, one or two more things, and then this one, lots of things. Thank you so much for watching. Appreciate it. We'll see you all next one. Peace.